Hey, this is Luke with Strong. In this video, we're going to do a review of this new tackle tray. This is from Plano. It's called their Edge series. It's pretty awesome. It's the Edge Flex. So here's a brand new one. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the pros and the cons. We're not sponsored by them or anybody else. This is all, we're only sponsored by our members. And so we give unbiased feedback on these things. So I've been using this for a while. I'm going to talk about the pros. I'm also going to talk about the cons. And so let's go into it. So as far as the overall pros, the biggest one is just ease of use. So for us saltwater anglers, very important is to be using the waterproof tackle trays. So the tackle trays that have the rubber gasket around the edge to prevent salt spray from getting into our tackle. It is a huge nightmare. It used to happen to me frequently with the old tackle trays before they came out with waterproof ones. When water would get in there, salt water in particular, and it'll just wreak havoc and ruin a lot of expensive gear. So for that reason, I highly recommend using a waterproof tackle tray. There's a couple options. So I'm going to compare this new Edge one, which is expensive, to the traditional one that I've been using for a long time. But number one benefit of this is the ease of use. As far as accessing my stuff, this is so much easier. I can literally do it with just one hand, where you pop it down and then lift it up, and now you have full access to everything. And then for sealing it, right, same thing. Just with one hand, it's just a quick move. Open, close, waterproof. That is a big, big improvement compared to the prior model, which is 3 latches, right? 3 latches, all of which are not quite as smooth as the other one. And now you can open it, and then when you put stuff back, you now have to latch it 3 more times. It's much louder, you can probably hear, and now we're waterproof. So again, much, much, much easier. And so I've been very, very happy with that. Another pro is the fact that I really like that it's just clear. Where now that I like this one so much, I got another one. So I started with my jig heads, right? This is jig heads and weighted hooks. There's a lot of hardware in here. I like to have jig heads for specific sizes and weights. Depth control is so crucial. So having a lot of stuff is important, and I want to make sure that it does not get rusted. So I started with this gear. And I like it so much, I'm going to start using it for my plugs, like my top waters and that sort of thing. But as far as just the clarity, it's just super nice. Now that I'm going to have 2, it's just nice to be able to quickly look in here and know exactly what's in it and what's not. Whereas if you have this one, it's kind of clear, but you can't quite see in there quite as well. So again, another improvement that they had from the other one. As far as some of the tech stuff, again, a lot of this goes above my head, so I'm not sure exactly how big of a deal this is, but this Edge tackle tray has what's called the rust strictor, and so it's some sort of rust prevention chemical that they have in the material itself, which again sounds cool, but I'm not sure exactly how well it works. The seal is again totally sealed and has a little water wick in there too, and that is they basically have it right there, right on the edge. So that's a little water wick. So again, if you do somehow get some moisture in there, this water wick will take it out. Another pro is that it actually comes with the total customization ability. Where this one, some of these trays are fixed, so you can't do anything big. Whereas this, you have full control on exactly how big or small the compartments are. Again, pretty cool, and they come in nice little section. So that's the pros. I would say the cons is price. So I'll start out there. This is much more expensive. So these tackle trays, this 3600, the MSRP it's like $29.99, which is much more expensive than the others. Again, it's much easier to use and probably lasts longer, but it's much more expensive. And so basically $30 compared to $10. So it's basically 3 times more expensive than the traditional waterproof stowaway. So just want to let you know about that. That's really the only con that I've found so far. Otherwise, I've used multiple other waterproof trays, and this has by far been the best. Another cool thing that they have, since we're on the topic of tackle organization, is these little hook keepers. So an issue I've always had with waterproof tackle trays, this is the one I use for my hooks. When Otis is on the boat, he almost always knocks over my tackle bag going after a fish or doing something he's not supposed to be doing. And this thing will move around, and these hooks will all of a sudden start moving around into other compartments. It's a huge pain. It's impossible to keep them all in the same because those bins don't go all the way to the top. And so with this little tackle tray, is that you can guarantee that those hooks aren't going to be flying around and end up in the other size compartment. So pretty cool. They fit in here. They will most likely fit in a traditional waterproof one as well. Let's just go ahead and test it out since we have it. Again, that took me so much longer than I'm used to, and now that I'm kind of getting used to this tackle. Yeah, so those fit in there too, so that's kind of cool. So these little, they're called, Plano Edge hook retainers. So pretty cool, but most of all, I just want to let you know about this tackle tray. They are nice, right? I pack a lot of hardware in here. I've customized it for exactly what I need for all of my hooks, all of my jig heads, and then when I'm on my paddleboard, this is all I take. Where I have some top water in there, I have some weedless spoons, so I'm basically ready for everything. I just take this, put a couple bags of soft plastics in my pocket, and I'm ready to go. So, so if you have any questions about this tackle tray or the other ones, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you do want to get some of these, we do have them in our online tackle store. We have some of both. So we're not trying to sell you one versus the other. I highly recommend getting waterproof tackle trays if you're saltwater fishing. So whichever one you go with, just make sure that it's waterproof. Make sure that it has the rubber seal around the edge. And you have various options. But so far, this one has been the ultimate. So so I just wanted to let you know about it in case you haven't heard of it. And so if you need some of either one of these, I'll put links down below. It's on our tackle store, fishstrong.com. So thank you so much for your time and watching. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online fishing club in America. We specialize in inshore saltwater fishing. We actually guarantee you're going to be catching more fish while saving money. We do this through our premium education, our exclusive online community, and huge discounts on all the tackle you need. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon.